Hello everyone, welcome to Informatica support video. This is Samir Tage from Informatica GCS department. So today's topic of discussion is data asset analytics with enterprise data catalog. The agenda of today's session would be as below. I will begin with an overview on data asset analytics or DAA. The next topic would be installation configuration part of data asset analytics. Then I will follow it up with the functionality that would be the charts, dashboards, and reports features of DAA. And the next topic would be a quick demo on the DAA web UI. And at the end, I will share the reference link which will be helpful to install and configure DAA. And moving on to the next slide. Data Asset Analytics is an industry-first metadata analytics solution which helps you to optimize data asset value with analytics on data asset inventory, its usage, enrichment, and user collaboration of your data catalog. Data Asset Analytics provides you extensive reporting and analytics dashboard capabilities, which helps you in real-time storytelling for empowering custom insights on the data catalog. Data Asset Analytics helps customer to understand the visibility of the data, asset usage, inventory, enrichment, collaboration, and data value. It helps you to track the key metrics on your catalog. This data helps you to monitor the activities undercover its patterns, spot the trends, and also capture the misuse and thereby improving the data value from a very high level of overview. For somebody who is a CDO or somebody who is leading the ID team and owning the data asset, it helps the businesses to answer some very basic functionality like who is using your catalog data, what is the add-on catalog adoption rate from a data assets, what are the top searches, what are the average searches per user, and many more. With the brief introduction on what data asset analytics does, I will move on to the next slide. How does a customer install data asset analytics on their existing configuration? For existing customer who is on 10.4.1 or later versions, you would just need to configure this service, or when you create a new catalog service, an optional screen for the DAA would appear where you provide the database configuration details which you are using for DAA, and once that is provided, you can enable the DAA and enable the catalog service which enables DAA. And it does not actually impact your catalog service performance, so once you log into the admin console, the user can enable the data asset analytics by providing the data asset analytics configuration details. The configuration details will actually involve the database details where you would want to configure the data asset analytics service. Once the configuration is done, you would need to assign the privileges to the users as it is required. From the admin console, under the catalog service option, once the service level configuration for DAA is done, make sure that the custom property LDM custom options .ingest, .store, .events, .on, .reindex, .pull is present. You have to set it to true, and then you would need to reindex the catalog service so that the data from the catalog is reindexed and copied or transferred into the DAA database. Once the database has the required information from the data catalog, then user can log into the LDM catalog UI and then access the DAA web UI to view the catalog insights related to user adoption assets, inventory, enrichments, collaboration, and data value. Any additions that have been done after the DAA is configured on the catalog service will automatically get captured on DAA, so any updates on the catalog service, any scans, any enrichments, any collaboration gets immediately captured on DAA on the runtime, and reindexing will not be required. Moving on to the next slide. There are two major components of data asset analytics. One is report types and second is dashboards. Data asset analytics provides you predefined report types that you can generate on your existing datasets. Data asset analytics provides 12 predefined report types which you can run it on your existing dataset and preview it. And you can also download the events on your historical data. These report runs could be accessed directly from any BI tools. Data asset analytics also provides you out-of-the-box dashboards and metrics on user adoption, data asset inventory, data asset enrichment, user collaboration, and data value. Moving on to the next slide. So in demo, first I will show you how you can configure the data asset analytics. First, log into the admin console, open the catalog service, click on the services and nodes, go to the catalog service where you configured, and you can see here in the properties tab you can edit the data asset analytics configuration properties sections. Here you can provide or select what type of database you want to configure for the DAA. You can provide the username, password, and the database connection string. Once you click on OK, you can recycle the catalog service. Also, we can see the list of options that is provided from the database level on the current version of catalog's version. Available options are Oracle, PostgreSQL, and SQL Server. You would need to provide the database connect string to connect to the respective database, and the connectivity from the application to the database is via JDBC. From the administration point of view, before configuration, please verify in the PAM product availability matrix what are all the supported databases, types, and versions with respect to the EDC version where you are configuring the DAA. And also about the database configuration, database privileges, and the service level privileges that are required for a user, you may check the configuration guide for DAA. And once you enable this, you can recycle this, the DAA would be enabled. This page is catalog UI page where you can see the data asset analytics dashboards. There are basically two settings. One is the application configuration, under which you can see one application and server settings. In application, you can see the location where the staging location where all the reports get stored. You can provide the data value, which will calculate the data value in the dashboards page, and degree of collaboration. You can provide it here. Once you click on the server settings, under the server settings, we can primarily make two kinds of settings. One would be the event load settings, which is used to configure the user account synchronization time frequency, which to enable the event purge and specify the time when you want to purge the processed event data from a staging location. The second would be the cache settings, where you want to specify the cache limit that you want the DAA to store and specify the interval when you want DAA to remove the cache information. In the dashboard, you can see there are a couple of options: dashboards, reports, and monitoring. In the dashboards, so here you can see the user adoption chart for data asset analytics. On the top of the chart, you can see the various user option key metrics like user provision, the active user adoption rate, which actually displays the percentage of configured users, the percentage of user configured against the active users, and the number of searches and the average searches, which is percentage of number of searches per active users. Under the user adoption charts, you can see the various user login, active user growth, user searches. You can download the user login charts and download the file, and the download file would be in CSV format. You can also check the time range, you can change the time range, and you can download the reports from here, which will be in the CSV format. In the second tab is the data asset inventory. The data asset inventory tab, which displays the analytical charts and statistics for the resources and assets in the catalog under the key matrix. You can see the various resource types, the number of assets, and the total asset types that is present under the particular catalog. Under the data set inventory charts, we can see the following charts: asset growth, asset changes, resource growths. In the next tab, data asset enrichment, it helps you to understand or view the summary of asset enrichments that has happened on the data in your catalog. You can view the summary of asset enrichment, which primarily includes the business terms and data domain association with your technical data asset, and you can also understand how much of a lineage has been created or in your how much it's created in your catalog data. So under the key matrix tab, you can see the business terms and data assets with the percentage of data asset with the business terms. In the next tab, user collaboration, the dashboard is used for the user collaboration, where we use the user collaboration tab to view the summary of the collaboration activities that a user perform in your data catalog. These collaboration activities actually includes question answers, reviews that a user provided on the catalog. The key matrix here would be the asset with the collaboration and the users that are collaborating on the same, with the number of questions and responses on the data assets under the collaboration. Charts, we can see the collaboration activity against the time range, and you can see the degree of collaboration across resources, where you see total percentage of resources versus the degree of collaboration. We can also see a chart with the top collaborators here. In the data value, we assign the value of the assets in the catalog and analyze the catalog based on the value assigned here. You can see we can configure or assign the value from the application, value of calculator, data value, and you can see the value here, the resource value, asset enrichment value, future usage value, and collaboration value. This is the dashboard for the data asset analytics, and once you click on the reports, you can click on the new reports, where you see the 12 predefined report types. You can select any of the report and create it. Once you create and execute it, you can see in the monitoring tab the status of the report ran. You can also download the report log and also download the CSV file format. For your information, I have gathered a couple of KB articles or the documents on the portal, so you can get the more information from there. So here is the KB article, which will help you to enable the data asset analytics for an existing catalog service. And there are a couple of frequently asked questions, which are all mentioned in the DAA, this KB articles. Post which you can refer to the data asset analytics. This is a guide which you can refer, and how you can refresh the DAA repository contents. You can refer this KB, and also if you face any issues in the DAA, you can change the log level of DAA For that, you can refer this KB. You can change the tracing level of the DAA service, and you can get more information from that. In the next slide, you can, and in the feedback, we would love to hear from you. Please reach out to us at supportvideos@informatica.com. And if you have any queries, you can also comment in the video. Thank you.